to this sign was Best Kept Village, 1958, 1959, 1963, 1997, 1998. It is a very well kept village and it's charming and it's like a lot of English villages, and it's going to be the starting point for our circular hike today. So as I mentioned in a little pre-live stream video, we were supposed to be going to a place called Wood Oaks Farm, which is not far away from here, and it's sort of a model farm and runs a lot of voluntary and sort of community-based organisations, and I thought it'd be a great place to do a bit of a walk. And then on my way up there here today, I discovered that it's not open on Saturday. It's not open on Saturdays. They do actually have an open day tomorrow, which possibly would have been worth catching, but we had agreed that we were going to do a live stream on Saturday this week, and I do like to, as much as possible, stick to our plan. So, different location, but same day. So we've got a lot of these small independent shops. A lot of very grand looking country houses. So I believe that the walk that we're going on today is okay. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. It looked like our encoder went out. Oh. Okay. Let me have a bit of a look. Okay, ladies and gents. No, it's not the signal. Okay, that's strange. Yeah, so we might have. Yeah, so, well, yes, yeah. Okay, so we're going to continue on through here. Let's have a look at St Mary's Church in Denham. I've got a little suspicion. Okay, we're live on all platforms. I have a feeling I've been to this church before, you know. I don't know when, but I'm going to have a little bit of a look down the side of the church and see whether it could be a place I've been here before. I've been on so many hikes in the English countryside and I have a terrible memory, and so I'm not quite sure whether I've been here before, but it looks familiar. But then it could be that a lot of these old churches look very similar. Anyway, so if this was a place where I've been before, no, I've never been here before. no, this isn't where I've been, but oh, okay, so we've got a long graveyard. Alright, looks like I've stumbled into a cemetery. I don't think that was, it might have been part of the plan. There was an official route on the All Trails app, which I okay, welcome to our viewer on Twitch. We're going to we're going for a walk in the English countryside. It's just started raining, as is the we are at St Mary's Church in Denham, and we're just okay. Oh right, yes, it really has started to rain now. Okay, let's see if I can seek some shelter under this tree. It was forecast to rain here, little bits of rain, and so I'm hoping that, oh, I'm not going to walk around that way. Okay, I'm hoping this rain, because it's not very exciting watching live someone stand under a tree. So what I will do is, I don't mind getting wet. The thing is, the cameras don't like getting wet, so that's my only reason for wanting to hold off a bit. It's not too heavy. Okay, let's go. So we've got a few graves around here. I like reading gravestones. Sometimes you get a little bit of a glimpse of the past. Oh, the Buckinghamshire. Let's have a look at this. This looks interesting. I don't know if we're supposed to go in. Ah. Oh. If they're both going off like, ow. Yep. Yep. Okay. Right. I'm not quite sure whether I'm on the right. Yeah, no, this is the path. I think they're going to get a nice little sting from nettles. I should never have faith in the English. Okay. Somehow I managed to have avoided being stung by nettles so far, but there's only a certain. we'll have a walk around Denham for a bit, and we'll see what we can see from Denham village. So we are further in the countryside, so welcome back, people. So I'd overestimated the quality of the internet connection from Denham village and its surrounding areas. So what I will do instead is that we'll have a bit of a wander around the village itself rather than trying to find paths that lead us out of town, and we'll see what we can see. I'm sure that there'll be a few things to see in Denham. Unfortunately, it's a very small village. So this is the road that I took in this morning when I came to We'll have another look at this church, St Mary's. I think it's St Mary's Church from memory. So have a look through here, some lovely roses. So it is springtime now, coming up to the time of year when all the flowers should come out. And I'll come back to the sign so that we can have a bit of a look at see a little bit about the history of St Mary's Church. Oh, it doesn't give us much historical information about St Mary's Church. It just tells us when the service is. We're a day early for the church to go to Mass. We've already been down there, but we could possibly come back to the graveyard. So, there's a blue plaque. What famous person? Sir John Mills, CBE, actor. Sir John Mills lived in Denham. So for those people who are unfamiliar with English heritage, a blue plaque on a building is usually there to show a site that someone significant. Okay. Oh. Okay, I've got a. Okay, Ronald, we need to get to the bottom of what's going on. We'll just need to do some more research because we can't afford to keep getting blocked on. We've got to figure this out, mate. Okay, so back in Denham. Okay, so we've got bunting up across the street. I think that maybe that's a permanent thing, but there's some Union Jacks there, very patriotic, as you'd expect in one of these small villages. It's quite quiet on a Saturday in Denham. I wonder what people get up to. Let's have a look at. There's lots of pubs. And because it was a hobby of mine a few years ago, and I haven't done any brewing for a few years, so I'm very excited about the new piece of kit that I have. So we've got a little stream bridge down here. What we'll do is I'll walk out the other side of town and I'll see how far we get before the internet drops out. We'll do a little bit of a 4G survey of Denham. There was a plaque on that. There we go. So, stream running under the bridge. Okay, we'll talk about this, the TikTok situation later on, but I don't have it on my phone. If you're just shining it on a screen, then that is definitely reproducing content. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, we'll have to talk about this because it's not. I'm sick of being banned on TikTok, but it's our favourite platform, our most popular platform. Okay, so that's a very clear stream there. I was hoping I could see some little fishies in the pond. But there is none. The village memorial hall. Let's keep wandering out this way and we'll see what we can see. Quite nice. It's eerily quiet. I thought there would be more people about, because usually in these villages, people are busily getting about their lives and sort of doing community things. So it's a little bit strange to be here, especially on the weekend when you'd expect it to be, a hive of activity. So. Maybe it was those few drops of rain that discouraged everyone and they've retreated into their dwellings or into the pub. A couple of dog walkers out. It's a little bit cooler than I expected, although when I listened to the weather report this morning, it was saying that it could get down to 6 degrees tonight, which seems very cold for this time of year. As high as 18 but as low as 6, and that's quite a variation. So I'm not quite sure what's going on with the weather. I'm not even sure whether our Bella boxes are online. I might just have a look at that. Okay, I don't think today's going to work. I'm not quite sure whether we're... Jen, great to have you along on this live stream. I wasn't quite sure whether we were online at the moment, so I'm afraid I'm walking back and forward because I'm noticing as soon as I venture too far out of town that the internet drops off. So you'll get a very good inside look of Denham Village, but it's not really what I came for. Why can't they have countrywide, reliable 4G or 5G would be even better coverage? Until then, I think this project for hiking out in the countryside certainly has its limitations when it comes to live streaming. So we've got the village hall again, not much happening here, and we'll take this road down and we'll just have a bit of a look around the back streets of Denham, with apologies. This wasn't part of the plan. So I guess I could go back into somewhere for me to sit down. There isn't. I'm going to find a bench seat. I've come up with a plan, guys. We're going to get on a bus. We're going to get on a bus and we're going to go back into town, and we'll have a bit of a walk around where I came from this morning. The name of the town escapes me, but they will have a more reliable 4G. So we're going to do another sort of, not quite city, but sort of a bit of a outer London town walk. And it's the only way to do it, really, because otherwise I'm just going to be pacing up and down the streets of Denham Village, and it's going to get very repetitive. And so you'll get to come on a London bus with me. By the looks of the one that passed me before, it's not a double-decker, so I won't be able to sit on the top deck, but we will shove that in there with apologies. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do here, apologies for those people looking at the bottom of looking at the grass. I'm going to have a look and see whether I can get myself onto a bus. I guess a good cool maneuver. Go. Buses. So if I walk back out there, 331 New Denham or Uxbridge. Denham. Okay. We're going to backtrack again. Let's see when the next bus is. Towards New Denham or Uxbridge. No arrival. How useful. Right, so okay, apologies to those people viewing on Twitch. It's all a bit of a shambles, but then maybe that's what people enjoy about these live streams, is that nothing ever goes to plan. So we're in a little village called Denham, lovely little village, but I'm afraid we've already covered it a couple of times. So I'm going to see if I can get on a 331 bus and head back to Uxbridge. And Uxbridge, I would say, is a fairly meh kind of out of London town, but we'll get decent Wi-Fi connection there, so I'll be able to live stream reliably. And also there'll be other people about. There'll be sights and sounds, and you know. There was a few interesting characters when I was in there earlier on today. So as I was waiting for my Uber, there was a police car that was parked sort of on the opposite side of the road, and I completely didn't think anything of it. I didn't think there's anything unusual about seeing a police car sort of parked up by a train station, but I did overhear 3 or 4 locals as they were sort of walking past, sort of discussing this, going, "Oh, there's a police car," and there weren't any there weren't any police there, sort of arresting anyone. There wasn't anything to see. It was just a police wagon that was parked up. But the locals were obviously sort of surprised to see police presence, and were sort of wondering what it was all about and what were they doing there and stuff. And I was thinking, very unusual. I'm not. I mean, their reaction was unusual. I didn't think there was anything unusual about a police car parked on the street. But one guy actually came up to me and he said, "Look at that police car. I wonder what they're doing there." And I sort of said, "Oh, yeah, I'm not quite sure." He goes, "Oh, I used to work for the police." And I said, "Oh, did you?" Yeah. Worked for the police for a good few years, and but then that was the end of the conversation. He walked off. I wasn't quite sure where it was heading, and why, if he used to work for the police, was he so surprised to see the police? And then other people's reaction as well. There was sort of a son and father sort of walked past, and they were sort of discussing, "Oh, well, it's a police car. I wonder what they're doing there." Yeah. So here we go. This is exciting for you. We'll be waiting for a bus, and according to my app, it said no arrival information available. So I'm not quite sure how long I'm going to be waiting for a bus. So there is a stop just up here. I'm hoping there'll be somewhere to sit down as well, rather than me having to stand around. Oh yeah, a little bus stop. Oh, there's a big roundabout there as well. Oh, this is very exciting. I'm hoping that something nice and quick. So good. When you see a local sort of being dropped off at a bus stop, usually gives you a little bit of confidence that there must be a bus imminent, which is good. So we're going to go back into Uxbridge and we'll have a bit of a look around Uxbridge. And I've definitely got to start planning, taking a look at the network options wherever I'm going for a walk, because it's not good enough to subject you to to these shambles. So next week, because we had a cancellation last week with an equipment failure for this sort of selfie stick that fell apart. So we're in Bristol, and I'll be heading back to Bristol next weekend. So we'll get a second go at Bristol with all of the equipment working, and a reliable internet connection is assured. In England's hilliest city. So we'll do that. But for the moment. And then at the end of the month, I think the fourth week of June, I'm going to go to Cambridge. So Cambridge, the university town, is one of the two sort of the most prestigious universities in. Let us know. Okay. All right. So we've got our 2 viewers on Twitch. Thank you for sticking with us to witness the mayhem. We're going to get on a bus soon, and so we're going to head back into Uxbridge, as I said. It should be a 15-minute bus ride. So that would be exciting, on the virtual bus ride with me. So Ronald, unless you've got a message for me, can you mute your mic on so I don't see a bus at the moment. Okay, viewers on Facebook, welcome to those people viewing on Facebook. I hope you're enjoying, I hope you're a fan of suburban traffic, because this will be a real treat for you. We started off in the village of Denham, and the plan was to have a bit of a circular walk around the reservoir there. That was supposed to be about 11 kilometres. I think it would be a perfect thing to live stream. And as soon as we stepped outside the perimeter of Denham, all of a sudden there was no network coverage, and both of the video encoders went flying. So we went back into Denham, and now what we're doing is we're waiting for a bus so that we can go into go into Uxbridge, and we'll have a bit of a town walk and see what we can see. I got myself a steak slice there this morning because I didn't have anything for breakfast before I left, naughty, and I will and it was quite hot. I managed to burn my mouth on it. So it's a schoolboy error. Fastest gentleman in the world. Oh.
It'll probably be like 15.
Oh, okay.
It rarely comes on time.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Ah, right, okay. So, if you didn't hear from that gentleman, he said the bus is supposed to be here in 9 minutes, but it probably won't because it's usually late. So that sounds like typical British optimism. But I think, unlike London, where the transport is reliable, really, the further you get out of the centre, the more relaxed about schedules and punctuality they get. What he's doing. So thank you for those people tuning in on Facebook. We're standing on the edge of a road at the moment. I hope you're enjoying what I have because initially we were supposed to be going to Wood Oaks Farm. I didn't even bother to check whether they were open on a Saturday. Turns out they're not. So there you go. There's the first snafu. And so I thought, oh, I can pivot. There'll be other places nearby. Oh, I found this walk that starts in the village of Denham. Let's go on that. So we pivoted to the new location, and then, as I said, as soon as we stepped outside Denham, all of a sudden we had no network coverage, and so the live stream went flying. But I do appreciate you guys being here, and please, in the comments, just to fill in the time until this bus comes. Is that the bus? Just to fill in the time until the bus comes. Do ask me any questions, get involved, leave me messages, ask for a shout out, just so that we can fill in the time. Otherwise, it's going to be a typical experience again, rambling on about whatever he feels like. So I'll continue my story, if you don't mind, about this homebrew gear that I bought. So this system, it's sort of a great big kettle basically that you can make an all-grain beer with, but it's all programmable, so it sets the times and the temperatures and automatically adjusts things, and sort of there's a sparging sort of action so that you can get all of the water moving through the grain to get things working. So I'll put that to good use in a couple of weekends, and once I've got the measure of it, and once I know what I'm doing with the equipment, I'm thinking I might start doing a home brew live stream. People can come along and watch, and we can brew beer live, and also probably taste some of the beer from the previous brew. So it's a little idea of mine to have a brewing, to live stream some brewing, and then that way I can do it from home with a super fast internet connection, no network issues there, and everything can be plugged in. We've got power sources. All of the smart live streamers, they don't do this IRL nonsense, do they? They go somewhere where they know that they've got an internet connection and everything's plugged in. They've got their lights and camera. They don't have to carry stuff around. I think, there's certainly a lot to be said for live streaming from a static location. But then you wouldn't be treated to the experience of standing on the edge of a road just out in the outer areas of London, watching the traffic and listening to me talk about brewing. So you'd be missing out on that sensory delight. I really hope stuff gets too soon. The other thing to talk about, and more relevant, I guess, to this live stream, bit of inside baseball. I've sort of got a homemade selfie stick. This was the thing that let me down last week. It sort of came apart, part that sort of connects the two cameras to the selfie stick. Came apart. I hadn't fixed it properly, and it sort of just snapped while I was on the train. and I was unable to fix it. And so without the there was no point in trying to do the last thing. And so that's fixed now, but there is a newer approach. I'm getting a harness, a professional sort of production value harness that I can attach the cameras to that will fix to my chest, and I won't have to hold the cameras. I can be hands-free, have a camera facing me, so that you can see me talk as well as the camera facing forward, a bit like we've done now, except I'll have both of my hands free and I won't need to manually hold it. It'll just be fixed to my chest, which will be lovely. So those things are called snorri cams. I don't know what snorri, S-N-O-R-R-I cam. You see them on a lot of sort of first-person shooter Hollywood films where there's someone sort of running through and there's a close-up of their face kind of thing. You get an interesting shot of that. But of course the reason why I want it is because I want to be able to talk and for you to see me talk, but also be able to see the direction where I'm coming from. So that's all coming in the next few weeks. So we're upgrading a few things there. We're off to Bristol next weekend for a second go at that. And Bristol was really nice. So after I was forced to cancel the live stream last Saturday, I had a bit of a walk around. And Bristol, being a university town, university towns are usually nice places with interesting things going on because university age people are creative and dynamic and all of that, so they usually bring a bit of energy to the place. So Bristol will be nice, and it's a bit countryside-ish as well, so there'll be and it being England's hilliest city, I can get a bit of exercise walking around and showing you Bristol as well. And if by chance there is anyone watching from Bristol or knows anyone from Bristol who would like to join in and to give me some inside knowledge about Bristol, then that would be very welcome as well. I'll have to see who I can recruit. I used to know a guy called James, and he was from around about that area, but I don't think he's there anymore. He's moved and he's doing wonderful things in the world of cocktail making. So he's running a cocktail bar, and it looks, I've not actually been to the place, but it looks like a really friendly, really sort of exclusive almost type cocktail bar. So if ever I'm in that area of the country, I'll definitely be dropping by that bar to sample his cocktail creations. Okay, so we've got 7 people watching the traffic with me on various platforms, walking along. We are expecting a bus service. 2 other people here waiting for the bus with me, and the gentleman there is telling me that the bus is always late, it's never on time. It was expected in 9 minutes, and I think that was about 4 minutes ago, so I think at the earliest we're still putting another 5 minutes of traffic, which I hope isn't too tedious. Further up than I could wait for. They're probably all on my so we'll have a bit of a look up there. Okay. Hello those people thank you to those people who decided to share this live stream on Facebook. It has been an interesting day, if I can say, if I can put it that way. Plans constantly changing. So we're just outside Denham, a little village in Hertfordshire. I believe it's Hertfordshire. And we were waiting for a bus. And I know that sounds terribly exciting, but after standing there for a while, I thought, there is another bus stop 350 metres up the road, and I thought, what if I took a chance and saw if I could, just for a bit of movement and change of scene, rather than me pacing up and down in front of that bus stop, why don't I walk to the next bus stop up the road, and as long as the bus doesn't come while I'm halfway in between the two stops. It was only 350 metres, so I figured that's doable. Let's have another peek down that road. I don't see any bus at the moment. So this is the A40. There is there's a YouTuber called Motorway Shenanigans. There's a northern lad who goes to all of the motorways in Britain, and he's he's entertaining. He delves into the history of different roads and when they were built, and the weird sort of half-finished projects that local authorities like to indulge in from time to time. It's fairly cynical, rightfully cynical about the way that these bodies operate. So we're going to go to a bus stop up here, and cyclist past us. Oh yeah, found a bus stop. I see a bus stop. Well, it's going to be even noisier now. We're sort of on the A40, which is a busier road than the one we were standing next to. So you're probably going to get much more traffic noise than before. Let's see. As long as I don't miss that bus. So I hope I can get a seat on this bus. I don't want to stand while I'm hand holding the camera. Let's see, but both of those cameras are still recording. So we were at Pride in 331. So let's see if it's yeah, cool. Alright, let's do it.
To Oxbridge.
maybe an easy patch more London. Welcome to all of those 81 viewers on Facebook. I hope you're enjoying this bus ride. It's 331 bus.
Peaceful symphony, join us for the journey. Join us for the journey through the trees, where nature's song brings gentle ease amongst the rustling leaves. A peaceful symphony. Join us for the journey.
In the morning light, under sky so gray, I lace up my boots, my mind in disarray. Leave the city's hustle, its frantic pace behind, to find some peace in nature, to clear my troubled mind. Join us for the journey.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're in Uxbridge. Let's go and see what we can see. I think there was a lot of very, so so we're going to walk down the high street of a little bit of rock Okay, 29. Okay. 133 people watching. People are obviously very excited about Uxbridge. Amazing. Alright, just let me get my footwear sorted out. Shoes collapsed. Right, it's time for me to get some new shoes, I think. Okay, so here we are. We're in Uxbridge, big site at Central. We've got Marks and Spencer's, Greg's, Specsavers. Actually, I need some new reading specs. Maybe I will see if I can find a place where I can just get some off-the-shelf reading specs. I'm long-sighted, so I've got a pair of glasses that I wear for work when I'm sitting in front of a computer in my day job, and I keep them at the office because I don't like to carry them around. They'll sort of get damaged and stuff like that. But I don't. Well, I could do with a second pair. So if I pass on there. Okay. Ronald, could I get you to mute your mic unless you're going to make an announcement? Oi!
Oh,
Hello!
how are you?
How you doing?
Very good to see you.
You've got 129 people on Facebook watching you at the moment.
Oh, hello.
I wanted to go for a countryside walk for this live stream channel, and the network coverage just dropped out. So I got on a bus and came back in here, and so I'm going to just wander around Uxbridge. I've got to pick up a puffer jacket. Have you still got your hands on that at some stage? Are you still working somewhere?
I'm working near Wembley. Yeah.
Near Wembley? Yeah. Let's, if you let me know when are you there every day?
More or less every day. Yeah. Just give me a time. I go via Wembley Park to Brent Cross where I work. That's the tube station is. If you're near Wembley Park, I'll meet you around there. Yeah.
That sounds good. All right, well, I've got what are you up to? What are you doing?
Just going shopping.
Oh, are you? Oh, okay.
All right. Yeah, good to see you, mate.
Yeah, good to see you.
Well, yeah, look after yourself.
All right, cheers. See ya. Okay, all right, so I was telling you a story about a gentleman who shared the driving on a Lake District hiking trip, and that's him. Mike, it's so bad that I can't remember people's names. Anyway, so yeah, he's a Kiwi, so almost a neighbour in terms of sort of Australia, New Zealand, next door neighbours. Oh, okay.
In other words, if you are not willing and you're also not obedient, then you can't eat the good of the
So
land.
let's see what.
It's a very simple thing. If you are willing,
If you are
not willing, then you turn down this path.
So the Chime's supposed to be a shopping centre. Actually, I'm not going to. I'll stay out on the open road. What can happen sometimes with shopping centres is that they are privately owned, and I know other people get into trouble when they go into shopping centres by the security. There's not enough shoplifters around, so they have to spend their time kicking people out who have cameras. So here we go. I could go and get my nails done. They probably need. I don't know. They'd probably run away screaming if they looked at my nails. Boots. The chemist could be an option for off-the-shelf specs. Is it open? Oh yeah, okay. All right. Okay. Yes, it is Hikarious. I like it. That's a great comment. Thank you for that. Maybe we need to change the channel name. Yeah. Just off the shelf reading glasses. Oh, okay. Maybe we need to change the format of this channel and do more city vlogs. Sunglasses. Oh, hello. Do you know where I can find reading glasses? Just
Downstairs.
Sorry,
Downstairs.
downstairs.
When you come off the escalator, just round the corner.
Thank you. Okay, well, we're in the wrong spot. Let's head further down.
That's it.
Right, so we're going back downstairs. Does anyone know anything from the chemist that can pick up while I'm here? They seem fairly well stocked. She said by the entrance. Yes. Okay. Oh, here we go. 2.5. We should go for 2. By the looks of it, 2.5 is a popular prescription. Some ladies. No, I think they're all ladies' glasses. Maybe she, I'm sure they work just as well. And they are for wearing around the house anyway, so it's no one else's business what gendered sunglasses I wear in the sanctity of my own home. But there'll be other options available. I'm not desperately in need of a pair. Oh, decathlon. So this is a hiking channel. This is sort of, hiker heaven. I don't know whether I necessarily need any. Oh, it's a nice. Oh gosh, it's a big decathlon as well. Let's have a zoom look. Wow. So if I head, as I plan to go back to the Appalachian Trail later on this year for a long walk, I'm going to need one of the things that let me down last time was my pack. I think I need a new pack. I'm not going to buy anything, but I just thought I'd sort of So if people are here expecting hiking, I'm afraid we don't really have hiking. We've got lots of hiking gear to get you excited. So there's a few things on it. I need a new sack as well, a new sleeping bag. 100% down. I've got a lovely North Face sleeping bag, but it's synthetic fibres. It's not down, so it doesn't pack down small. It's perfectly fine. It's sort of light enough. It could be lighter. The problem with this is that the synthetic bags, and I'm sure you're aware of this, they don't pack down as much as a down sleeping bag is, and so if you've got an all seasons or a 3-season sleeping bag, it's this huge bundle that you have to carry around with you. Okay, all right. Okay. Have another. There's Ransel on Facebook. Apologies if I'm not pronouncing your live stream, your name correctly. Awesome live stream, thank you very much. So it just goes to show you that people are actually interested in bus rides and walking around shopping centres. Hey mate, yeah. Sorry?
I was just wondering if you're filming.
Say hi to the internet. My security guard, what's your name? Craig? Yeah, I'm filming. You're live on YouTube right now.
Okay.
A couple of hundred people watching. Apparently people are interested in watching people wandering around.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I thought I'd just ask.
Yeah. No, it's not a weapon.
It's like, take it.
Okay. I don't think he really wanted to be on the internet that way. So, I thought there might be let's go through here. Interesting. Okay, all right. We'll go out to the piazza. So it was a bit of vicarious shopping. So we've been bus-carious, shop-carious. Ooh.
How much have we got there?
Very little because I think the which was
Can you go to your right touch or?
yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting looking vehicle. Okay. Right, let's get that one. Okay, alright, we got. Thank you, Emilio. I look like an influencer. Yeah, people have asked me a few times if I'm an influencer, and my response has always been, I'm not quite sure what the opposite word to influencer is, but that's what I am. An outfluencer, or I'm not quite sure. So, yeah, yeah. So, Craig's question was interesting. He said, "Are you filming?" And I said, "Yes." He just said, "Well, yeah, I just want to know." So he wasn't bothered about it. But I'm wondering how much information he actually got from me. So if I said no, I'm not filming, I wonder what his response would have been. He said, I'm just checking. Yeah, he didn't really want to talk. So we're taking an alley through a couple of streets, but I have a feeling that we're going to end up back in something interesting, because I think there's sort of a bit more town up on this side. So does anyone know anyone? For those people watching, someone Google Uxbridge, things to do in Uxbridge, or special things. Oh, I've been. No, I haven't been. Not in this very street. Somewhere around here. So when Mike, who we met about half an hour ago, when we drove up to Lake Bit District, we had picked up a car and then waited for our passengers to come to Uxbridge Station. And I parked the car around here somewhere, illegally, I have to note. I think it was a sort of a disabled only area. But I stayed with the car so that I wasn't going to inconvenience anyone. I could have got out of the way for someone who needed that extra accessibility if I wanted to. Okay. Well, we'll head this way. So do let me know in the comments. Ronald, my man in the studio, will pass on messages if you've got anything in Uxbridge that you'd like to see, or if you've got any comments or questions. Thank you so much. Do you know how much I appreciate so much that people are interested enough to watch a middle-aged man walk around an English town. Even though it was not the plan. We were going to be very countryside-ish, very green. And now I'm walking along the street. Come along. It'll be a suburban one next weekend, next Saturday as well. So we'll be back in Bristol, but Bristol's sort of a bit more interesting and a bit nicer than Uxbridge. With apologies to anyone from Uxbridge who's watching and wishes to defend the honour of their town. Oh, the car park. It's good across here. So, oh yeah, green signal. Excellent. I'm going to admit something that will shock and surprise many of you who've been watching this channel for a while, but I've not ended up where I expected to end up. So I want to hook a left, but I don't necessarily want to go to Uxbridge Health Centre. Get back through to the shopping.
Hear the whisper rustling leaves, a peaceful symphony. Join us for the journey. journey through the trees, where nature's song brings gentle ease amongst the rustling leaves, a peaceful symphony. Join us for the journey.
In the morning light, under sky so gray, I lace up my boots, my mind in disarray. Leave the city's hustle, its frantic pace behind, to find some peace in nature, to clear my troubled mind. Join us for the journey through the wild, where rivers flow and dreams are reconciled amongst the whispered trees of melody they bestow. Join us for the journey through the wild, where rivers flow and dreams are reconciled. I journey deeper, feeling free to roam. The weight lifts off, burdens start to fade in the serenity of nature. In the morning light, under sky so gray, I lace up my boots, my mind in disarray. Leave the city's hustle, its frantic pace behind, to find some peace in nature, to clear my troubled mind. Join us for the journey through the wild, where rivers flow and dreams are reconciled amongst the whispered trees of melody they bestow. Join us for the journey through the wild, where rivers flow and dreams are reconciled. I journey deeper, feeling free to roam. The weight lifts off, burdens start to fade in the serenity of nature, where peace is made. Join us for the journey. Let your